Hi everyone, welcome to the Lori Whitlock YouTube channel. Today I've got a really cute design that I'm excited to show you, and we're going to put one together so you can make these at home. It's a three-dimensional bouquet, so let me show you this one here on top. It comes with a miniature card that you can write in, Happy Mother's Day. Isn't that the cutest little pot of tulips? And then we have a large pot of tulips that comes with this cute little envelope, tuck envelope. We have this bow on the front of the pot that can sit outside of the envelope. And to open up the card, you just squeeze the sides a little bit. Inside there's a little lever. I'll show you that. You just push that up and it holds it out so that you can stand your bouquet up on a table. It's hard to see from this angle, I know, but you just trust me, there's enough gap here, right here, that it can just stand right up, and it makes this beautiful three-dimensional presentation. So let me show you the other ones. I'll just go ahead and close that one. You just pull that lever down and it lays flat again, and you can tuck it inside of its little envelope, and you can tuck your little card in there with it, in the front or the back, whatever you like. But we have all these other cute designs. We have this darling one for the 4th of July, cute little Let's Celebrate card. Looks like this. And then we have this beautiful envelope and the three-dimensional bouquet that opens up and looks like this. Stands right up, looks so cute. You can kind of curve the paper forward on the front back piece and kind of back on the back to give it a little more dimension if you'd like, but it looks really cute, just flat and made into 3D, just like that. So we'll put this one off to the side and its little card, and we'll just tuck that behind since I've got that little bow in front. This one I think is really cute. This is actually the very first one that I put together. It comes with this cute little card. This is great for Mother's Day, birthday, any type of celebration where you would like to give a bouquet of flowers that's going to last forever. So this one just pops up like this. And if you'll notice on this one, we glued the bow all the way down. This was the first one we created, and we decided we like that bow loose. So it's up to you. You can do it either way. The back of them just looks nice like this, nice greenery. And we'll go ahead and close that one. But as you can see, that bow has to tuck inside the envelope on that one because it's glued down. Just love the colors on that one and the detail in the greenery. You can see that it shows through to a second layer on each of those layers. So this is nice and sturdy. These stand up really nicely. We have this graduation one, which I just love. We did this in the colors for my daughter. Her university that she's at is blue and orange and white. And I thought, what a cute little graduation bouquet of flowers I can give her someday. So, and here's the matching little envelope with the little graduation cap and the diploma, and these blue stars cut through to the background, so makes it really easy to put those on. And I think in this one I'll write with a white pen, so it looks really neat inside of there. Even though it's a dark card, it'll look really neat with a white pen. So let's go ahead and collapse that one. Put it back in its envelope. And we have one more. This is a bee themed one. Sweet as can be. This is a great way to give a thank you, or again, would make a beautiful Mother's Day bouquet. Any occasion where you'd like to thank somebody with a little pot of flowers. And I just love bees. In fact, my husband and I have a hive of bees, well, a couple of them actually. So it's just a fun theme to give somebody that's into beekeeping, or just, you know, loves bees, or just loves flowers. Such a cute set. So today we're going to put together another one that is a birthday themed little bouquet. So let me grab all the pieces for that. This is what it looks like. The envelope is really simple to put together. It's one large cut and a little pocket that glues on front with the 3 tabs here. So that was very simple to put together. There's just 3 glue tabs to assemble that. And the little card is quite simple as well. It's just the pink background glued down and the red stars show through. And then you just layer the hat with the yellow, the blue, and the green. And then the little sentiment is print and cut. and you have a pink, a yellow, and then the sentiment. You just layer and put that down here at the bottom of the card. So very, very simple to put together, like the rest of them are. I included a print and cut sentiment on each of those. This is the front little flower cluster. It's made up of just a background greenery layer. So use a darker green, then cut the front out of a lighter green, layer those two together and glue that together completely. You'll see little bits of the dark green showing through to give it a little dimension. And then you're going to have placements for the flowers. They're all welded together on the background, so you'll know right where to put your flowers and your balloon. You can even see the little balloon tab right down here, the little pieces at the bottom. So you just layer that on top. And in this one, we use a little foam dots to glue that down. And the stars, you'll know right where to put them as well, because they're right here and right up here. You can see where those are welded in, and it'll give you perfect placement on each of those. So once you glue all those pieces together, you're done with that. And then you have the back one, which is the larger layer. Again, you've got this nice green background that shows you where to place everything. You've got hat placement, the candles, the balloons. When you flip it over, you're going to glue the darker green to the lighter green first, and then go ahead and layer on all of your cute little elements that make it look like birthday. You can also train these. The back one I would train to kind of, train this way where it curves that direction. And the forward one, you can train it the opposite way to kind of curve this way. That way when you layer them together, they kind of stand apart from each other just a little bit. And I'll show you how that all works here with the mechanism. And the pot and the mechanism is super easy, and these are the pieces for that. In the file, you're going to see a piece that looks like this, and it's got a little center fold line right here, a little mark where I've said this is the center. And then on the end, there's a little glue tab. So just fold that glue tab over, fold the whole piece in half, and let's just go ahead and glue that glue tab real quick. In fact, I'll just use some tape runner on that, and we'll just lay that down on the table and glue that. So that is your main piece, and this part is going to face down, and we can glue that next. This little piece here is the smallest of the pieces, so when you fold it over, just fold that to the back and then wrap this other piece around and around to the front, just like that. And you're going to want to glue that on each of those layers. So you can use glue or you can use tape runner. I'll just use some tape runner on this to make it really quick. But just wrap that around, and you'll see that it wraps one way a little bit easier than the other because I've allowed for a little more space for that to wrap. So that makes a nice, really thick 4-layer lever, I guess you'd call it, that's going to hold the card open. So now to make the mechanism, you need to fold these sides in. So if you look inside there, you can see that an accordion folds in on each side. See that? So on the part that has the skinny section, those actually are going to glue flat to your card. So just these fold in. I know it was something simple, but you're only going to put glue, I believe, let's see, on these sections. Yeah, I guess you can glue that whole side in. So you can glue this whole side in and that side in. So that's going to go inside your card, and that lever is going to be facing down. So this is kind of what it's going to look like inside. You're going to sandwich that between your two cardstock layers. And now you see that you have these 4 glue tabs here. You're going to want to fold those in and glue those to the back layer. But before you do that, we're going to glue this mechanism inside. You can see how it doesn't hang out below at the bottom. And then you're going to glue it all the way up here into the lever, but you don't want to get any glue on the lever. So you're just going to glue straight down this line, but leaving the lever free. So just, you can glue all that surface area there. And let's test, let's just look at what it's going to look like. This is actually the front of the card. So let's just kind of look. If we take our back layer and put it into the pocket that's created in the back there, and then take our front layer and put it into the pocket that's in the front. And then we don't want our greenery to be down inside the pot because that would bind things up. We want it to be up higher. So we're going to need to put that mechanism just right on the edge there pretty much. So when you flip that over, I'm just going to pull those pieces out. But each pot's a little different and the greenery's a little different. But you can see inside this one, that pot, that white stuff is glued about, you know, a couple millimeters down from the top, just right in here. So let's go ahead and glue that down. So we'll go ahead and put adhesive on that. And it doesn't really matter if this ends up on the front of the card or the back of the card. You just kind of want to center it so your flowers are centered. Okay, and then again, here's where you can glue this down, but don't get any glue on the lever part or adhesive. I'm using tape runner today. You can do this with glue though, and actually I recommend that you do use glue usually. Okay, so just line up your pot so that it's matching the front. And I'm just pressing down on that center mechanism. You can kind of, before you put it together, I probably should have done this, but you can train this front piece to kind of curve that direction, and you can train the back piece to curve forward so that when you pop your card open, it works nicely. So flip those two tabs over. And glue those down. And same with these. Make sure you get the glue on the right side. You want to flip them over and then put the adhesive on. Okay. So then you can close up those two sides, and that's what holds your card together. And you can see your little levers free in here, and you can just push that open. You can see how it makes your card pop open and stand up. So that's why you don't want to get any adhesive on that lever. You need it to be free to move. And if you use glue on these, I do recommend that you take maybe a little paper clip or a binder clip or something and just let that glue really dry. Go in. I just used adhesive, just tape runner. But if I were gluing it, which I probably would, because that's a little stronger hold on these tabs, but for time's sake, I was just using some tape runner. But go ahead and let that dry really well. Okay, so now at this point, you're ready to put your little inserts in. The front one goes up front here. You can just put some adhesive or tape runner on that large green area at the bottom and just tuck it into the front pocket created here. You can see how that makes that little shape inside, and tuck that inside the front pocket and just kind of glues to the front of the card. And then the back one, you're going to want to glue to the back of the card. So just some adhesive on the back here. Okay, we'll tuck that in. And they should line up quite well. The greenery, if you kind of look here on the side here, these greenery pieces do line up from one layer to the next quite well. So you can kind of position it where it needs to be. Okay, so then you can pop that open, and then you've got this cute bow to put on. And like I said, I kind of just like to glue it right here. You can even put a pop dot on right here and just put it on the front of your pot and leave the bottom free so you can slide it in and out of your pocket. So I'll just put a little adhesive here for now, but you could pop dot this. It'd be really cute. And just center that in the middle. And there you have it. You have your darling card. Stands up really, really, really cute. It's a fun display. It's pretty tall. Let's look at this. This one is about 9 inches tall and about 7 1/4 inches wide. So it's a nice display. It really is. I mean, there it is sitting in my hand. It's a very nice sized flower pot. Be darling in the middle of somebody's table or just a display for the special occasion. So go ahead and close that lever, and we'll go ahead and put it into our envelope. course, these would be a little more challenging to mail, but for sure fun to give in person. I'm sure you could put this into a flat, you know, letter-sized envelope, the large 9x12s or whatever, to mail it if you'd like. You've also got your cute little card to put with it. And again, I love the white pins for writing inside of a colored card base like this, or you could always create a little white card base to write on if you don't have a white pen. Just a white, you know, layer to glue inside of here. So isn't that darling? We have, again, we have our cute birthday themed one. We have our bee themed one, cute little bee in here and a matching little sweet as can be card. Let's see if I can line these up where you can see them all. We have a graduation themed one. We have a beautiful flower pot that's generic for any occasion. We have a darling 4th of July or patriotic, let's celebrate. In fact, just imagine this done for any celebration. It does not need to be red, white, and blue. It could be any color combination. It says, let's celebrate. It could be for a birthday as well, like a masculine birthday, and do it all in masculine colors. It does not have to be patriotic. So, you know, keep your mind open as you're looking at these. You can make them for any occasion that you'd like. And this one is beautiful for Happy Mother's Day. But again, you could do anything. You can take the little sentiment off the card and make this for a wedding. Wouldn't that be cute as a wedding card? So get creative. I'd love to see what you make with these. Where did our little bee card go? So you can see that. Anyways, I hope you love these as much as I do. And I can see a lot more themes coming in the future. I have some plans to make some more for summer and different occasions. I would love to hear your ideas. If you have thoughts on different variations that you'd like to see, please leave them in the comments and let me know. Follow our YouTube channel, like and subscribe to see all of our new videos. I've been doing live crafting sessions each month and hope to be doing more videos in the upcoming months. I hope you have a wonderful day and take a look at all the other videos here on the YouTube channel and make something fun today. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.